Well, more than 100 lawyers worked to reach $1 billion settlement for the families of the victims of the Surfside condo collapse. And now a judge has decided how much money they will get paid. Local 10's Andrew Perez live in Surfside now with a fee fight. Andrew.
You know, it's really hard to talk about money like this when you're dealing with such a big tragedy, but the judge making a decision to close this chapter and move forward.
It was as complicated and difficult as it gets.
Legally and emotionally, a judge saying this case was brutal, ultimately awarding more than $70 million to all the attorneys and staff involved who secured that massive class action settlement after the Surfside condo collapse.
There were countless collateral issues in this case, and if they weren't handled properly, any one of them, and certainly all of them in combination, could have sent this train off the track any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
We all came with our own opinions today as to what the award should be for the attorneys.
Attorneys were initially requesting $100 million in fees, but when families saw why on paper, they say it felt more like profit from tragedy. But they did agree payment was necessary.
This could have taken easily over 1 decade, and we have to see that from a different point of view, because the families could not handle doing this every day for over a decade.
More than 130 attorneys and staff from different firms worked nonstop to secure that $1.1 billion settlement for the victims and their families. The settlement money came from 37 sources, including insurance companies and engineering firms in that class action litigation.
We volunteered not knowing what was going to happen. When it turned out to be over $1 billion, the judge changed from what he initially committed us to being reasonable, and that's what he did, is he awarded a reasonable fee. I know it sounds like a great deal of money, but you have no idea how many thousands of hours were spent on this case.
The judge praising these attorneys for working on a settlement so quickly. Now, just to be clear, their percentage, it is lower than what's normal for a case like this, but the judge pointing out that they took a risk when they took on this case, and they technically could have walked away with nothing. That's the latest here in Miami. I'm Andrew Perez, Local 10 News.